Good day. Today we are doing the INF3707 database design and implementation. So we're gonna do the first lesson, that is on the installation of the tools needed and used throughout the whole year. In this video we are going to install SQL Plus, SQL Developer, and we are going to get the Apex account too. So without wasting time, let's get started. First you go to My Modules and get the instructions we're gonna use. They are easy to follow, so let's go. Click on this link and it will take you to the Oracle website. You are required to sign in to download Oracle 21CXE software. Create an account if you do not have an Oracle account. For this part it's okay to just download without an account, but in the next section you are really going to need it. The file is quite big depending on the system you are downloading for. There is Windows, Linux, and I'm not sure for macOS versions. I will be using Windows in this video. For other versions there are creators who have done it for you. Choose your system and download the file. I've already downloaded mine, so feel free to pause the video, download and come back when it's done. When done, go to the folder you downloaded the file, and we need to unzip it. Before installing Oracle XE, make sure that you log in as an administrator of your computer. Let me reopen the instructions and go to the Downloads folder. I extracted already, so extract yours and let's move. In the extracted folder, there is a bunch of files in there. Some we don't even know what they do. We are only interested in one file. Scroll down and look for the file setup.exe. Double-click the file, and it will start installing the software. Click Yes, and wait for it to prepare the installation. Here we are starting to install. So, read the terms and conditions of license, accept and click Next to continue. Leave everything as default, until you are requested to enter a password. Enter a password that will be used by the SYS, System and PDB admin accounts. The password should be easy for you to remember. If you enter a password that you cannot remember, you have to reinstall the software. After entering the password, click Next to continue, until you see the window on the next step. Click on Install and wait for the installation. Since we are installing a big application, this may take time up to 30 minutes. Wait for it. I'm going to pause the recording here and come back when it's done. And that's it. The software has been installed successfully. Keep the Oracle Database Edition connection information, you will need it. It's better to take a screenshot of this page for later reference, especially in SQL Plus and Developer. Now we need to check if Oracle 21CXE was correctly installed. Search for SQL Plus and run as administrator. Click Yes and the command line will open. Here we need to log in through the SQL Plus command line to the system using the password that we provided during installation. There are two ways to do this. Either use the sys as sysdba or just use sys followed by a slash. You can search about it and how it allows you to log in and without needing a password. It's pretty cool. But in this video we are going to use sys as sysdba. Do not put the semicolon at the end as it will give you errors. Press enter. We then need to enter our password. I hope you remember yours. The password here you won't see it. You're gonna have to trust that you entered the correct one. You will know that it is the correct one when it says connected. We are in. So next we need to open the pluggable databases so that they can automatically open and save themselves. I'm going to copy the SQL commands and paste. Be careful when copying, otherwise you can copy some characters you don't need and get errors. And always remember to put semicolons when running SQL commands to let the system know that it's time to terminate the statements. Press Enter and copy again for the saving. And we'll be done with the changes. Next, we need to view the available databases. So copy the command again and paste. Press Enter, and you will see that there is a list of databases. Then, the one we want to use XCPDB1 is there, and we want to connect to the XCPDB1 pluggable database. So copy the command and paste. Where there are stars, that's where we need to put our password to allow us connection. So put your password and press Enter. I'm getting an error here. Let's fix it. Remember, when you finished installing, there were the information I said it's important, you need to keep. There was a local host there, so depending on which machine you are using, you need to know which one is your local host. Sometimes just writing localhost doesn't work, so what you need to do is to check for listeners and which ports are being listened to. Use this command to check that. Open command prompt by just searching cmd. Paste this command and wait for the display. There will be lots of hosts listening to different ports, but we are looking for the one for port 1521. Mine is 10.0.2.15. Let's copy that and place it in our SQL command in place of the local host. You can go and connect again to the database, or just fix your mistake and move. It's the same thing. Paste your local host and password and press Enter. Now my password and localhost are working and I am connected to XCPDB1. Next, we are going to create a user to see if the database is working properly. Copy the command properly and paste, then the user will be created. We are almost done with creating a user. After creating the user, grant the user some privileges to work on the database. Now that the user student01 has been created, now connect to the database as student01. Let's copy and paste the command. If your localhost is different from this, change it to be connected. After connecting to the database as student01, create a database table and name it test table. Copy command or type it, then press Enter. Next, we need to check to see if test table has been created. We use this command. It was created, so everything is good. So, after all the steps that we followed from 1.3.4 to 1.3.8 look like this. Same as instructions, so we are good to go. As for 1.3.9, by default they start automatically. Since you successfully installed Oracle 21cxe DBMS on your computer, the next step is to install the database that you are going to use in this course, the Just Lead Books database. This is the database that your prescribed book refers to. But let's cut this video short and end with only installation of SQL+. Then in the next video we will run the commands for installing the Just Lead Books database, which is only one command, then the installation of SQL Developer. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and like and share. It gives us the motivation to make more videos like these and also helping you get early access to the uploads. See you in the next video.